Hello, this is Mr. Claybaugh. I am going to do this quick little demo of the formal versus informal PowerPoint brought to you by Disney's Frozen, Anna, and Elsa. Informal versus formal, using como te llamas versus como se llama, como estás, and como está. And we've got Olaf to help us out here too. So we have Anna. She starts off and says, como te llamas? Me llamo Hans. Okay. Then we have Elsa saying, como se llama? Me llamo el Duque de Wesselton. Wait a minute. Elsa says, como se llama? But then Anna says, como te llamas? We go back. What? Como te llamas? Como se llama? What's the deal with that? Well, let's watch and see if we can figure out the differences. Here we have Elsa, como estás? Estoy muy bien. That's Anna, sorry. Anna, como estás? Estoy muy bien. Okay. Elsa, como está? Estoy bien. Wait a minute. Now she's saying como está, and back here she's saying como estás. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out what the differences are here. We have Olaf, como te llamas? We have this friendly situation here. Me llamo Olaf. ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Hans. Okay. Okay. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy muy bien, if you know what I mean, right? Am I right? Okay. Okay. Here we have a formal situation. ¿Cómo está? Right? Showing that respect or authority to her. Estoy más o menos. She's nervous, so she's más o menos. So what are the differences? Take a moment and look at the differences between the two. We have ¿Cómo te llamas? And ¿Cómo estás? On the left, and ¿Cómo se llama? And ¿Cómo está? On the right. What do you see? What do you notice in the pictures? The left side is informal or familiar situations, and the right side looks like formal situations. So pull out a paper and write these down. Informal situations. You use ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? And ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Okay. Number one, you use informal situations with friends. So Olaf or Hans at the beginning. Right, sorry, spoiler alert. And Kristoff. So you use informal situations with friends. You say ¿Cómo te llamas? And ¿Cómo estás? You use it with family. So siblings, aunts, uncles, grandma and grandpa, mom and dad. And anyone your age or younger, you use informal situations. So Sven and Olaf, little kids, little children. And also, reason number four, any other general familiar situations you'll use uh, informal. For example, at soccer practice. Okay, it's a familiar situation. Okay. Formal situations, write this down. So formal situations, we use como se llama for what's your name, and como está for how are you. Notice that's different if we go back to how you say it up here, at the top. Okay. So we use formal situations to show respect and authority and respect. So maybe a school principal or your friend's mom, you want to show that respect or authority to them. Anyone older than you, you want to use formally besides your friends and family. Okay. And any, in general, unfamiliar situations, like if you're having a ball, a coronation ball, something like that. Okay. You got those written down? Great. So let's compare. Look on the left, we've got soccer practice, family reunion, in Spanish class, your friend's little brother. Okay, can you think of any other examples where you would use the informal situation? What about the formal? Showing respect, anyone older than you. School principal, when talking to, when meeting a friend's dad, if you meet a old lady at the store you want to help. Any other situations you can think of where you'd use the formal? All right, very good. Other phrases you might run into, y tú, and you, or usted. So you say, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? And you, how are you? Right? Or if you're just wanting to get to know someone, you say, ¿De dónde eres? Or ¿De dónde es? Where are you from? Okay, let's practice. So I'll go through these quickly. You can pause the video if you need to. Determine whether the following situations would be formal or informal, then fill out the blanks with the correct questions. You can pull out a piece of paper if you'd like. Number one, formal or informal? Family, right? That's going to be informal. So Ana would say, ¿Cómo estás? Okay, estoy muy bien. Next, formal or informal? Wow, they look like they're very friendly, getting friendly with each other. So that's going to be informal. About the same age, friendly, familiar situation, right? ¿Cómo te llamas or cómo se llama? It's going to be ¿Cómo te llamas? Llamo Ana. Formal or informal? Formal, showing respect or authority or an unfamiliar situation. Okay. And she's going to say ¿Cómo está or cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Estoy bien. Formal or informal? This will be formal to show respect or authority. ¿Cómo se llama or cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Elsa. Now turn to your neighbor, if you have one. Explain one formal situation, and then or explain when to use informal situations, and the other explain when to use formal situations, and then give two real-life specific examples of each. Okay, so you can pause the video and take a minute to do that. Okay, so let's do some more practice. Let's say you're at a business meeting, informal or formal. It's going to be formal. Number 10, ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? Muy bien. Número 11, father is talking to the son. Okay, that's going to be informal. And that's going to be ¿Cómo te llamas? Informal or formal, meeting a friend's mom. Okay, it's going to be formal. Maybe after we get to know the friend's mom a little bit, after a few days or a few weeks of hanging out at your friend's house, it might become informal. But if you're just meeting a friend's mom, should probably speak to them formally. So, ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? Muy bien. Let's see, presidents are meeting. That looks like it's a very formal situation to me. Okay, and they're going to say, ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? It's ¿Cómo se llama? Nephew to aunt, family reunion maybe. It's going to be informal. ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? ¿Cómo te llamas? Good. BFFs, informal. ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? Te llamas. Okay. Informal or formal, we got two guys that are the same age. ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? Te llamas. Muy bien. Meeting the school principal. Yeah, it's going to be formal. ¿Cómo te llamas o cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? If an adult is meeting a child at the store, so the child is lost, for example, and he's crying, so the adult says, "Oh, can I help you?" Okay, that would be informal, right? Anyone younger than you speak to informally, even if you're just meeting them, like a child. So that's ¿Cómo te llamas? Now let's say the child is talking to the adult at the store. So the child wants to get to know the adult, says, "What's your name?" And that would be formal. ¿Cómo se llama? Okay. Number 29. Now this different scenario. The son is talking to the father. Well, now they're family. Okay, if we go back, it's a stranger, right? It's the child talking to the adult. He wants to show his respect or authority to the adult, so he speaks formally. But then now number 29, son to the father, okay, that's going to be a little more informal. You're at home or whatever, okay, so that's ¿Cómo te llamas? I'm not sure why the son would ask the father what his name is, but we'll get to that, I guess. All right, fill in the blank. Muy bien, ¿cómo te llamas? What's going to go here? Me llamo Carlos. Muy bien. Number 33. ¿Cómo está? Estoy muy bien. All right, the Queen of England, and that's the guy from One Direction, Niles or something like that. Strangers. Adult to the child is going to be como estás, and he's going to say estoy muy mal. Okay. Now what will he say back? He'll say back como está because he's older. He'll say estoy excelente. Now let's say they're family, he'll say como estás. Okay, you see that? So since when they're strangers, he says como está, but family he says como estás. Okay. This looks like a friendly situation. So we've got como estás, estoy bien. This looks like a business transaction going on here. ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Alex. ¿Cómo está? Estoy muy bien. Looks like it's a friendly situation, right? When you do the kiss beso on the cheek thing, that means usually means it's friends, informal situation. So it's going to be ¿Cómo estás? Estoy horrible. Oh, man. All right. Adult to the child. I don't know if they're friends or aunts or uncles or the aunt. Either way, she's the adult. She's going to be speaking to him informally. So it's ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Juancito. Or I guess Johnny. So let's practice with your neighbor. On the left, we have the questions you can ask. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Y tú? ¿Qué tal? Okay, you can add some more to that. And the responses to those questions would be me llamo, estoy, and then choose one. Bien, muy bien, más o menos, down from there. You can say encantado if you're a boy, or encantada if you're a girl, or mucho gusto to say nice to meet you, and then igualmente, you too. And then you can say adios, or hasta luego, or hasta mañana to end your conversation. I hope this has been helpful. Um, and that you've learned a little something about the formal versus informal. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Adios.